initiative aimed at strengthening Michigan's leadership in mobility, electrification, autonomous systems, and advanced manufacturing innovation is back for its second year. That's why we brought in Dan Radomski to tell us more about it and all about this. And you're going to tell us about your program as well. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, so let's get right into it. Can you explain what the program is and what exactly you guys are offering?
Yeah, it's called the Make It in Michigan Manufacturing Program. And it is a program that helps anybody, really. It could be an inventor, could be a startup, could be an established firm that's trying to develop advanced mobility and electrification type of products, autonomous systems, drones, and it provides support to design, engineer, prototype, and get those products manufactured right here in Michigan.
Why is a program like that so important, especially here in Michigan? Do you see a great need for it in our state specifically?
Oh, absolutely. We're seeing it all around us, right? This is a key part of Michigan's economic development strategy.
Okay.
We grew up with the automobile, right? But if you look at everything in mobility, whether it's aircraft, marine, rail, our passenger vehicles, commercial vehicles, off-road vehicles, even our lawnmowers, everything's going towards autonomy and electrification, right? And the key innovations around those are like the sensors and controls that allows for autonomous driving of those systems. And then increasingly you're seeing all those products being electrified. So the innovation around the batteries, the motors, the power electronics that make those systems operate are a great economic development opportunity to get those products developed and manufactured right here in our home state.
And the program was established last year, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, so this will be round two.
Round two, and then there's money awarded as well. Can you tell me about that dollar amount?
Yes, so last year's program we funded 17 projects. They averaged $50,000 to $100,000 grants for very specific products to be developed here in the state. This year we actually have $2 million total pool of funding with upwards of $100,000 grants per company per project.
How helpful is a grant like that for someone who is just trying to get their product off the ground?
It can be quite difficult. So we're really talking about physical products, right? Or what we call hard tech. And there traditionally isn't a lot of venture capital funding for hard tech ventures that are developing physical products. So that's one of the reasons our program, Centropolis, has been really successful, is we provide that kind of funding and support to early stage tech companies that are trying to develop these next generation mobility systems.
Where do you want to see this program go from here?
Well, ideally, what we're seeding here are companies that will eventually get into manufacturing, even of the key components, the batteries, the motors, the power electronics, the sensor systems, the things that really enable autonomous and electrified systems and mobility products of the future. And again, this is something we were really successful in, right, in the automotive industry. I mean, if you look at the key components like engines and other transmissions and components that are made here today, as we move into this new wave of mobility, having these key components engineered, developed, and manufactured here in our home state is allow us to not only support companies here in our home state, but across the globe.
And Dan, for people who are interested, how can they be a part of this? How can they apply?
So right on our website, centropolisaccelerator.com, are all the details, including the application. We are partnering with the state of Michigan on this, so you can also find these details at Michigan Economic Development Corporation's website. The partnership is between three entities that are all providing money. Centropolis Accelerator is putting money into this program, along with the Michigan's Office for Future Mobility and Electrification, OFME, and Michigan's Office of Defense Aerospace Innovation, ODAI.
And do you have a message for young people who are, a part of this industry and just are ready to sink their teeth into it?
Yeah, I guess one thing I could point out is what has made us prosper over the years hasn't just been the manufacturing, but it's been the development of the products that we use every day, including automobiles, right? So sometimes we overlook our capabilities here in the region, especially Metro Detroit, but all over the state, in designing these products, engineering these products, driving out costs, complexity, developing the first prototypes, getting these products tested. And that's really what we're best in class at here, and something that we need to celebrate and continue to have programs like this that nurture that product development ecosystem.
All right, Dan, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.